All right, so first things first. I've never claimed to be a professional Pathfinder character builder. I am used to playing Neverwinter Nights 2 and doing stuff in there and just having fun. And secondly, I don't come into your mom's basement and tell you how to play Dungeons & Dragons. I'm going to go into a green dragon. All right. And now I can actually cast, while I'm shifted, a Volcanic Storm, an Ice Storm. Let's just do a Shadow Fireball, right? I'm going to do it all myself. I don't even care. Right? He's casting it, taking his time. Boof. Did some damage to himself. But I can cast spells while shifted. This build is super versatile in the fact that if you want to go around just slamming out 8 level 1 magic missiles from your sorcerer, all of these are my sorcerer magic missiles, and then all of these are my druid magic missiles. The versatility of this build, which I really want to tweak with, is that you can do be a full-on spellcaster. You can be a full-on melee tank with just dragons and stuff like that. I really want to toy. You can be a summoner build. I really want to mess around with all of that stuff. As a dragon, you scare people like crazy. It's awesome. I love this. Just run through here and scare them all. I'm going to chain lightning half of them, right? Just go for it. Toast! If you guys have better build ideas, if you've got them pathed out, you know, like 1 through 20 on what to take on everything, post them and I will toy around with it and build it. So with that being said, we're going to look at my version of a Sorcerer Dragon Shifter build. My version, not your version. Probably not the best way to do it. It's not going to be min-maxed. I'm not going to take away stuff to get extra stuff and whatnot. I'm going to play it the way that I would play it in the campaign. Normally in the campaigns, I always choose some type of rogue because any kind of game, I like to play as a rogue because I like access to everything. I like to be able to unlock and see everything. I want to disarm every single trap. I want to unlock every single door. I want to unlock every single chest. I want to be able to use every single item, thus use magic device. So typically a wizard spellcaster class that doesn't have those abilities, or a sorcerer class that's restricted in some ways, is not my way of playing the game. I don't like being restricted, is the reason why I go that way. But enough of that, let's just look at this whole build. So I got this Wicked Sweet. This is actually a build requested by somebody who was watching my videos. The guy's name was Bazooka Joe. He was the one person who didn't mock me on my Arcane Trickster build, which I will admit was not the best build, but Bazooka Joe wanted a Dragon Shifter build. He wanted me to go for the Sorcerer path, and I'm going to do my version of the Sorcerer Shifter build in this video. So here we're going to actually go for ASMR. All right, so for the Sorcerer, we're starting off with Druid. Oh, everybody just unsubscribed right then. Just bear with me. We're going for regular Druid, not Blight Druid, not Defender of the True World, not Face Speaker. Face Speaker is possible, but it's going to make you have to take 2 more levels of Druid. Thus, you're going to have 2 levels less of Sorcerer. So we're going to go for just a regular Druid right here. My heritage is actually Lawbringer, which is because I'm going to get 2 to Constitution, and 2 to Wisdom, and Persuasion, and Perception, and Hold Person. I'm not going to do an Animal Companion. I'm going to go for the Domain. I'm going to go for Weather Domain because I get to use Storm Burst 3 times a day, or sorry, a number of times a day, plus equal to 3 plus your Wisdom modifier. And this one does damage and gives the enemy a -2 penalty right here on attack rolls for 1 round. So there's a little small debuff inside of there. Is the only reason I chose that. I didn't see a debuff in the other ones. For that ability right there. I don't see a debuff here or in the, you know, so these guys all do damage. This one gives you an Animal Companion, which I don't want. This one, so the Weather Domain gives you actually a debuff on them as well. All right, so those are going to be your starting stats. 13 Strength to be able to give you a little bit of 1 damage there. A little bit of extra armor and ranged here with the 3 decks. You're going to go for the Wisdom, of course. Now we're going to get, we need definitely Arcana, and we definitely need Religion, and then we're going to go with something along the lines of Perception, because I want to be able to see stuff, and then the other one is going to be Persuasion. Our first feat, now guys, the feats are not very dependent in here, so again, this is going to be primarily a spellcaster, so we're going to do stuff like spell specialization, empower spells. We're going to do all these kind of things. What I've got written down here, first off, is spell penetration, because I want to be able to hit people with stuff that I'm going to be throwing at them. Level 2, we are again for this sorcerer build, we're taking Druid again. Just bear with me, okay? You guys are like, man, I'm just not watching this guy ever again. We're going to keep going with that perception because of the wisdom bonus going on here. We're not going to be looking at spell selection a lot right here, guys, so just deal with it. There it is, extend spell. Because we're going to be doing some buffing and stuff. Actually, with this, you pretty much want to grab Empower, Extend, Heighten, Maximize, Reach. You want to grab all of these, and I'll explain that later. I think I'll explain it later. But on our 4th level, we will dip into Sorcerer finally. But the Sorcerer we're going to grab is the Imperial Sorcerer, because the Imperial Sorcerer, he is awesome. Where is it? Bloodline Arcana. You use your wisdom rather than your charisma. So I don't have to put any points in charisma. Now, of course, the Druid would have allowed me to do the Fey Speaker or whatever it is, you know, can't remember, and use charisma instead of, and you could stick with your stuff, but I feel like this is going to be the best route to go. So the Imperial Sorcerer, while we're grabbing it, is because it allows you to use your wisdom instead of your charisma for everything, and that is the only reason why we're grabbing it. And we're going to throw this into wisdom, of course. Why would you go anywhere else with this kind of build? You got to bump your arcana and your religion to be able to unlock what I want to unlock. We're going to go for greater spell penetration, so nobody's mad at me. Sorcerer spells here. Now, I'm going to say this real quick. Normally, a sorcerer spell selection really matters, and it kind of does in this one. Okay, so we're going to grab Magic Missile. We're going to grab Mage Armor. Mage Armor lets me put this on myself and on other people. Bear with me in my selection of spells. Okay? Again, I normally don't play sorcerers, but I know what I'm doing in this one. So, that was level 4. Level 5, we are going to dip back into Druid for our 4th level of Druid, which then gives us Wild Shape Wolf, our first Wild Shape. Arcana, Religion, Perception, bump that beast. Okay? Now, this is where the whole reason we went with Druid is to go in here. At level 5, if you plan this out to be able to get a feat right after you get Wild Shape, then you can come down here to the non-recommended area and grab Natural Spell, which allows you to cast spells while using Wild Shape. False! It allows you to cast any spells while using any kind of polymorph at this point. So now, as a dragon, you will be able to cast spells while being shifted. While using Tensor's transformation, you'll be able to cast spells while being shifted. Level 6 is Sorcerer. Okay. Arcana. Religions. Complete. You got nothing at level, you know. Level 7 is the Sorcerer. This one is Empower for the plus 1.5. Nerd. Shield. I know it's Sorcerer, but we're taking it because it's one area where we're going to get a shield bonus, wherein nothing else we would be getting a shield bonus. Okay, I know it's a minute per level. That's why we have Extend. 8th level, we are doing the Sorcerer once more. So we have 4 levels of Druid, 4 levels of Sorcerer. We are not going to get Cat's Grace like we usually would do in an area like this because the Druid already has Cat's Grace right there. So that's the cool thing about doing this. We are going to grab Mirror Image because whenever they do finally come over here to connect with us, it makes it harder for them to connect with us. Because this build is not just going to be a spellcaster build, it's going to be a melee build. Alright, so here we're going to go and dip into Mystic Theurge. Theurge? I don't know how to do it. Mystic Theurge is awesome. We're going to go for Druid. We're going to go for Imperial Sorcerer. And, of course, grab these bad boys, throw one into Perception. I want to see stuff with my Wisdom. Maximize!
Cheater! Maximize!
We're grabbing Ray of Enfeeblement. This is crazy good against melee fighters, and we're going to be using it a lot, so just bear with me. We're definitely going to grab Acid Arrow because of its acid damage and damage over time through rounds. It's going to be great against spellcasters. Here, I only picked 2 spells, but because I'm using Sorcerer and Druid, I get all of these spells. It just starts getting insane at this point. We're going to Mystic Theurge the rest of this. until we want to do more Sorcerer. At level 3, we're not going to grab Heroism because later on at level 6, we're going to grab Greater Heroism. Heroism only gives you 2 and on attack rolls, saves, and skills, whereas Greater gives you 4. So we're going to hold off for that and not waste that. But we are definitely going to grab Haste. It's a beastly spell. First thing we're going to grab. Because of the armor class and the extra attack per round, all that stuff. Mystic Thurge it up again. Theurge, am I saying it right? Am I saying it wrong? Please let me know. You know, ridicule my build. If you guys have better build ideas, if you've got them pathed out, you know, like 1 through 20 on what to take on everything, post them and I will toy around with it and build it. This other one is Heighten Spell. Yes, we're gonna grab it. Just bear with me, okay?
Oh, like, why are you grabbing Heighten Spell? You don't need Heighten Spell. You're trash.
At this point, you can start picking whatever kind of spells you want for level 1 because Magic Missile, Mage Armor, and Shield is what we needed. Protection from Alignment is also good. Another Deflection bonus, which is different from a Shield, different from Natural, different from AC, different from Dodge. So it's another type. I always grab it. Now we get to pick another level 2. Man, my arm is itching. We're going to grab Protection from Arrows because it's an hour a level buff. Right? So we only have to cast it once on ourselves. It'll last on there forever. And at 3rd level, we've already grabbed Haste. We're going to grab at this next level, we're going to grab Boneshaker because it is damaging one person and not having me to worry about blasting my other friends. And at level 3, we're going to go with Protection from Arrows Communal. It's for everybody, and it's for an entire hour, which is a long time during game, and it is 100 points damage resisted from arrows for everybody in my team. I want to be a different type of Druid. I want to be able to buff myself and buff other people as well for a long time. Long time. Mystic Theurge. Again, Wisdom's up. Go for our Arcana, go for our Religion. And at 4th level, we are not going to get Ice Storm because the Druid gets Ice Storm already. So, I learned that when I was dorking around.
You don't even play in your builds, Liquid.
Oh, the Stone Skin is what we're going to go for. We're going to go for Stone Skin. Level 4 is a really, really difficult level to grab stuff for. You can grab Bone Shatter, which is just like the other one you were using at level 3. We're definitely going to grab Stone Skin here. Level 13, Mystic Thurge. Theurge? Gosh. I got to get somebody who actually wrote the game to tell me what this... You know, whoever decided to create the Mystic Thurge class. And here, we've already gotten Heighten Spell. We don't really need Quicken Spell for this. You can grab Quicken Spell. I think actually later on in the build I have Quicken Spell up in there. Combat Casting is going to be something we're going to use. And we are not going to do a Weapon Focus right now. Level 3, we've already got Acid Arrow, but we can take another damaging spell here. But the Blur is the minute per level and gives us some displacement. Level 3, we're going to grab a awesome Fireball because I know you guys want some kind of damage stuff going on in level 3. And level 4, you know, I love Innervation. I love being able to walk up to somebody and give them negative levels, but it's a touch attack. It's a ranged touch attack, so there's a chance you're going to miss it. But I love walking up to somebody and hitting them with something that's just going to make their lives feel horrible. But instead of doing that, you can, of course, just do Bone Shatter, doing some single target damage to them. Because I want to be safe around my teams, right? You got Greater Invisibility, Protection from Energy, which is for everybody. We might grab that one next. Is that what we grab next? Level 14 is Mystic Thurge again. Keep pumping these bad boys. 5th level spell. First 5th level spell we are going to grab. Okay, we have all these awesome things to grab from. Now, what I like to grab is Shadowy Vocation because Shadowy Vocation actually allows you to choose from that spell level, and it's not just one spell on that spell level. It's giving you Fireball, Lightning Bolt, Shout, Volcanic Storm, and Ice Storm. So it's giving you 5 different spells, and for a sorcerer, we're wanting to buff around our spells. We do have the possibility for Polymorph and other stuff like that. Mystic Thurge, level 15. We're going to grab another perk right here. Wings. We could have grabbed Wings earlier at level 11, but the Wings will give us a 3 dodge bonus to armor class against melee attacks, and immunity to ground-based effects such as difficult terrain. You can grab Wings as early as level 11. And I just decided to grab it level 15 because that's how I was dorking around with this build. If you're min-maxing, level 11 is going to be better for you because you can the difficult terrain and the dodge is much, much better. But wings, because I'm an ASMR, yes. And we're doing a dragon thing, right? But from what I've seen, the wings don't show up in-game, which is very, very distasteful on their part. This is another great buff spell we're going to grab. We're going to grab See Invisibility. It is 10 minutes. That didn't work. It is 10 minutes per level. Lets me see things that are invisible. Okay? Can't go wrong with that. Level 3 spell we're going to grab here is another buff, which is Protection from Energy. If you know that you're going into fire, this is a perfect spell. It'll take up to 120 points of damage debuff stuff. It'll stop that from coming in there. We're grabbing Innervation. I like constricting coils because it holds people away from me and does damage. It's fun. I like to control the battlefield if I'm going to do this. Mystic Thurge, level 8. We are level 16 now. Getting that Arcana and that Religion. Grabbing another Wisdom point here. 22 Wisdom, 6 modifier. It's going to be awesome. There's going to be Greater Heroism. Okay, because we get +4 on attack bonus, saves, all that good stuff. And temporary hit points. Okay, can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with buffs, okay? I mean, you can, but you guys are going to mock me and everything. Or don't mock me. Be my best friend. So here you're left with 2 different perks to grab. You can go for Reach Spell, which is something fun. Or you can go for Dodge, which I like to do because of the extra armor class. Toughness is also good, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for Dodge first because I like that +1 dodge AC. People will mock me, but then people tell me, why didn't I use +1 weapon focus to Ray for my Arcane Trickster build? It's +1. You know, if you're going to mock me for getting dodge for 1 armor class, but mock me for not taking 1 to doing a Ray damage, a Ray chance to hit, you know, I don't know. At level 17, our 4th level spell we're going to grab is, we're going to grab Obsidian Flow. It does damage and holds them in place. 5th level, we are going to grab Cloud Kill. Keep your people out of there. It's bad for them. It will not taste great. Level 6, we're going to grab Disintegrate, and because you want to be able to do some wicked awesome damage to some people. And I like doing damage to people like that. I don't have to worry about if my team is going to be in there, my party's going to be in there getting hit. Level 18, we go for Mystic Thurge. Level 10, which is just beastly. Gives us our first level 7. We're not going to grab Dragonkind 2, because we can actually get to Dragonkind 3, and that's what we're going to be doing. We are going for Prismatic Spray, though. I like that spell, and it's fun. I like turning people into dogs. It does a Baleful Polymorph every now and then. It's fun. At level 19, we're going to grab Sorcerer again. We want to keep getting some more Sorcerer spells up in here. Religion, Arcana, and 1 more to Perception. We grabbed Dodge last time. We're going to go for Toughness. At level 19, it's going to give us some extra hit points, and we like hit points. We're going to grab Hold Monster, because I want to hold people. I like to hold them and stuff. It's weird, you know, but whatever I want to do is what's important, right? Acid Fog is a crazy spell, but we're going to grab Chain Lightning instead because of its selective nature. Prismatic Spray is great. We've got Umbral Strike, but I also like being able to transform a friendly target also into something, and using Polymorph Greater will help me turn them into a dragon as well. Level 20, we're grabbing our 6th level of Sorcerer. Right there, okay? 6th level. Gives us nothing special, but it's going to give us awesome stuff. More Wisdom. Our level 8th spell, we are going to grab Dragonkind 3 just to be able to shift into a dragon. That is the build complete, but wait, there's more. Okay, so this is one of the things you can do with this Druid Sorcerer build. Again, we've got it set up to where I can shift, and let's just show that real quick. I'm going to go into a green dragon. I'm going to open this door first, guys. I'm going to go into a green dragon. All right. And now I can actually cast, while I'm shifted, a Volcanic Storm, an Ice Storm. Let's just do a Shadow Fireball, right? I'm going to do it all myself. I don't even care. Right? He's casting it, taking his time. Boof. Did some damage to himself. But I can cast spells while shifted. That was the main thing I wanted to show you. But the cool thing... So I've already took out 2 little 8-level spells. So when we look at the reasons we grabbed Heighten Spell, Maximize Spell, all those things, if you look at my bar down here, I've got magic missiles out the wazoo. If we go to our book, as a sorcerer, of course, I have magic missile here. But if we look at all of, I've got empowered spells. So my level 1 magic missile is right here. But I've made it to where I have a level 2 magic missile, which I think is heightened, a level 3, which is empowered, a level 4, which is maximized, a level 5, which is heightened and maximized, a level 6, which is heightened, a level 7, which is maximized and heightened, and then a level 8, which is maximized and heightened. That allows me to do that many magic missiles. But wait, there's more. If we look over at our Druid section, the Druid, Mystic Theurge, and Sorcerer can actually share spells. If I'm a Druid and I want to cast a level 1 Sorcerer spell, like Magic Whistle, that's a new one, I'd have to be Druid spell level 2. I'd have to use a slot from there. So, with that, at level 2 Druid, I have Magic Missile all up in here. At level 3, I have more magic missiles because I went in and created... Crap, where did it go? Holy cow. I went and created in Druid a whole bunch of magic missiles. So this build is super versatile in the fact that if you want to go around just slamming out 8 level 1 magic missiles from your Sorcerer, all of these are my Sorcerer magic missiles, and then all of these are my Druid magic missiles, right? So let's do this. Let him talk this stuff. The versatility of this build, which I really, really want to tweak with, is that you can be a full-on spellcaster. You can be a full-on melee tank with just dragons and stuff like that. I really want to toy. You can be a summoner build. I really want to mess around with all of that stuff. But let's do a what is this? I think this one's maximized. It doesn't even matter. Let's just hit him with this right here, a level 1 Sorcerer Magic Missile. He ran away. He's toast. Alright, let's hit him with a maximized Druid Magic Missile, which looks amazing. I didn't even get to see the damage. The damage was 7 damage. You know, like, if you just want to... Come on. Being the dragon, though, the problem is... Can I move all you guys here? I don't want y'all following me. Problem with being a dragon is that you scare everybody away. Okay, so we're gonna go back to turn back. Now I've got the wings are already done, but I'm not. Okay, now it's showing me. I got the 3 plus the 3 on the wings, and I've got the dodge armor class. Now it's actually showing me. I can wild shape. There's the heavenly fire we can use. But let's do a maximized level 1 magic missile on this beast. Just destroys them, right? But if I want to sork it up some and just go and do different stuff, you can pick from all of your different firestorms. Firestorm is actually not a sorcerer spell. This automatically comes over to us from our Druid spell books. So I did not memorize, well, of course you don't memorize in Druids, but Death Ward is a level 5 Druid spell that is now over inside of my Sorcerer area. Same with Aspect of the Wolf if I want to use that, or Vine Trap. Let's just do Cloud Kill, right? But let's see what it would be like if we did nothing but tank, right? And throw on some tanky stuff. All right, so this would be if I went kind of buffy with every single thing. There's a jack ton of buffs you can do, and I've already grabbed all of the Sorcerer buffs and put them over as Druid buffs, and I've got my Druid buffs together. My left side is my long buffs that last for 10 minutes to an hour, so we're going to pop those right now just on myself. First, before I do that, I'm at 14 armor. So I don't think that the 3 armor with the wings is displaying correctly. As you can see, my wings are actually highlighted. So I don't think that the wings are actually working right, or at least showing. I don't know. It says the wings are permanent. It's not coming up, whatever. But let's pop our... So we're at 14 armor class. We're going to pop mage armor. Alright, so now, of course, we were at 18. We're going to go for protection from arrows, communal, resist energy. We're going to resist energy fire because we can. Let's say we're going to fight a whole bunch of fire people. Feather step mass, which allows us to just go over difficult terrain. We're going to use long stride or greater, which is like a movement speed buff, but it doesn't give you haste or anything like that. Of course, the sea invisibility, which is a 10 minutes per level buff, which I've got a lot of buff going, or a lot of minutes per level buff going on, whatever. Bark skin, which is going to give us natural AC. Right now we are at 18 again. Let's pop this bark skin, which is 10 minutes per level. So that's 180 minutes right now. Now I've got 23 armor with just the bark skin on. Protection from energy, fire again. This is going to just be our stone skin buff for fire. Freedom of movement, which will not let us get paralyzed or anything like that, and it is an hour or 10 minutes per level. Those are the long buffs. Now we're going in, we're taking the Sorcerer Shield, and we're putting it over inside of our Druid issue. Protection from evil, or our Druid spell slots. We've got Shield on, which now puts us at 27 armor class. Mirror image, which is an extended mirror image, and then a blur, and then greater heroism, which is a 27 armor class right now, and I have not shifted yet. So before I shift, I want to teach you guys something real quick. This is important. As I'm looking at my spells, I start getting confused as to which ones are my druids, which ones are my sorcerers. Well, as a druid, you have spontaneous conversion into nature's ally, like summoning spells. So if you look and you can mouse over one of those and you see that summon nature's ally one, then that allows you to know that that one is actually a druid spell. But we're going to real quick, we are not going to transform into a dragon. Well, okay, let's just do it real quick. Let's turn into a dragon so you can see my armor class. In right now we're at 13, 16, 12, 12, 23. And we're going to turn into a dragon, and we're going to turn into a green one. I don't know. Whatever. I like the green one. Which now puts us at 33 armor, 23, still the 16, 5 extra con, or 20 con right there. So we got some extra strength. So our attack just went up to 19. It's really, really good. We could plow through some people. We are blurred. We are mirror imaged. We don't want to do that. I want to be able. I want them to actually fight me. Fight me. Right. So buffed up. I'm super fast. I haven't even popped haste yet. What am I doing? Let me pop up my, I did pop this, right? I don't know, let's pop it again. I'm a sorcerer. Poof, I popped it there. We're going to pop Blessing the Salamander, which heals me if I take damage, which I won't. But now we're going to pop a extended haste. And let's do a Druid Genie kind into, who cares right now? Let's do an Ifriti. Okay, so I'm a Genie kind. And that actually gives me some more. That did nothing for me, actually, not that much. Whatever, but I am Genie kind, did up, and I'm super fast. I got haste on, 28 armor without wearing any kind of magical items or anything like that. I got just a regular scimitar, and we're on these guys fully, not going to use any spells. We're just going up to him and just toast him. All right, I'm not doing crazy damage, but I'm fast. I get enough attacks per round. I don't know. What's my martial right now? I get 3 attacks per round. Right, so these guys are just plowed right through. Here, we're going to use Chain Lightning because I don't want to damage her. Right, didn't do any damage to her. And yes, I could have grabbed a whole bunch of more shifting spells through the Sorcerer, and I think I would. Because I do like the ability to shift a lot, but I feel like those shifts, since you can't trade your spells back in as a sorcerer right now in Pathfinder Kingmaker, I feel like that would be a waste of a spell for that level. But maybe as I'm playing out the game, I would rather be able to shift instead of waiting till the very last level to get dragon. This is the thing I don't like, is not playing a rogue. I have to bring in a rogue character to make sure she unlocks everything for me. And fireball. Don't even care. I'm going to stand right here and just fireball these beasts. Pop constricting coils here. It's hilarious. On these guys here. Throw it on you. You're going nowhere, kid. I'm going to throw it on you too. Yeah. So you guys just stand there while this dude tries to hit me. Right? Let's just snowball him. That guy, the cool thing is they will die. Look at this. Poof. So this guy will die standing up like that. Like he's still like, see, look at that. He falls over. As a dragon, you scare people like crazy. It's awesome. I love this. Just run through here and scare them all. I'm going to chain lightning half of them, right? Just go for it. Toast! Love that stuff. You can just keep running away. I'm going to disintegrate you. Beast! You're still alive. I don't understand how that even happened. Is everybody else dead? Did I already do this? Well then, can I even hit you? Somebody else running? Oh, this guy's toast too. Okay. Is everybody gone? Oh no, look at this guy. Bone shatter. Shatter his bones. Crackle them bones. Would you stop going behind pillars? Line of sight is a beast. Alright, everybody else is dead. There we go. So guys, if you like this type of video, Great. Let me know in the comments below what else you want me to build, what else you want me to dork around with. I like this Sorcerer Druid Shapeshifter build that I made. I really like it. Again, you've got to get that natural spell to be able to cast spells while being shifted. So you got to get at least 4 levels of Druid to be able to cast spells while being shifted. If not, just go ahead and be a complete Sorcerer Shifter guy person dude.